My recommendation for you is soon as the holidays are over. I know you have a lot going on, and you're probably wondering why I'm showing you a video of this lantern. That's to keep your attention because it's severe and great urgency that you listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Biblical prophecy is being fulfilled as we sit with families and friends over Christmas holidays, and the Jewish people are celebrating their holidays. The Lord Jesus' return is soon upon us, but before this must happen, large pieces of the tribulation must play through. My recommendation to you would be trust in the Lord, but somewhere in the great book it says a wise man prepares. A wise man seeds his yard. A wise man knows that troubled times are ahead. I recommend that immediately the day after New Year's Eve, go to your local pawn shop and buy a means of protection. I would recommend buying a simple 22 LR. I would recommend buying a 12 gauge shotgun. And then I'd recommend a nice deer rifle with a good quality scope for zombies coming down your block. I would recommend that you look at your neighborhood trees and power poles and see what you can do to drop whatever you can across the surrounding roads from your house, your apartment, your perimeter to limit the amount of traffic coming in and out of your area. I would recommend that you pull your 401k. That's right, I said pull your 401k and just go to your local big chain department store, Walmart, Target, Venture, and buy a 30-day supply of groceries. Buy any kind of medication that you are on, nitro, heart pills, anything. Immediately the day after Christmas, go and fill your medicines. This is not a waste of money. This is medication that you are going to need anyway. I recommend you don't need a lot of ammo. You just a couple hundred rounds per firearm, preferably all legal American citizens that could buy a firearm should. I'd recommend, they're saying 30 days worth of food and water at one location. And then I would recommend putting an additional 30 days of food and water at a different location in case of looters. We all saw what happened up in Boston. We all saw what happened in LA, the LA riots. You remember that? Then there was Ferguson, Missouri riots. And we could just go on and on and on. So I very highly recommend cashing out that 401k. If you don't have a 401k, you got a savings account, you got a credit card, you take those credit cards out, max them out. But don't max them out just buying a flat screen or some bullshit like that. You buy what you need. You buy what you'll use. Canned food, bottled water, toilet paper, medication. If you have an animal, that cat's got to eat, so pet food. And wash all of your laundry up so you have a big pile of clean clothes so you can stay sanitary. Take a shower daily. If you have a toothache or something that you need to do, I would just call and schedule an emergency tooth extraction. It's going to cost you about $100 instead of putting up with the pain. Just the holidays are over and go ahead and get that tooth yanked out, get that done, get you some antibiotics, get it all cleaned up. I'd recommend after 9/11, when as soon as it happened, I hopped in my car, went out to the local gas station and filled my tank. Came back. I tried to take my mother's car, which was still alive back then, to the gas station and fill it up, and she didn't want nothing to do with it. My brother didn't want to get gas. Oh, it's not going to affect it. But let me tell you what, during a crisis, there's a couple things that happen. The shelves in the store wiped out. Remember Hurricane Katrina? Okay, I do. I was living down there and suffered through it. You remember, what's another good example? All the looting and stuff in LA with the Rodney King thing. And it's going to happen again. All it's going to take is either an economic collapse, a large-scale terrorist attack, one nuclear device going off anywhere in the world that hits the media. The government's getting ready to regulate YouTube and all these news channels. I'm not worried about my channel. I'm taking a shift on that. Like today, we're packing up everything, all the food, medical supplies and stuff in the shelter. We're putting it in bobs. If you don't know what a bob is, well, you need to figure it out, and you need to do it now when you get done watching this video. I'd recommend anything that you don't want looted or stolen out of your yard, like your kids' bicycles, for alternative transportation, that you bring them in. That you've got to remember, though, if you bring your dog in, a barking dog, it's got to shit, it's got to eat, it's got to drink, it's got to shit somewhere, and a barking dog draws attention, because if you hear a barking dog in the house, well, then they know somebody's in that house taking care and feeding and watering that barking dog. So I'd recommend, if you don't have a 401k and you don't have a checking and you don't have a savings, see what you can scratch up around your house and just take it to the local pawn shop and tell them that Christmas wipes you out. You need to get a loan. So I have a couple items that I will be taking to the local family pawn. That's our pawn shop here in Missouri, and selling it the day after Christmas. I will be taking that money and putting it into something else. And then that something else will go somewhere else, because you don't want to keep all your eggs in one basket. I've been doing this for a long, long time. And you don't want to have all your eggs in a basket in case somebody can come in, overpower you, kill you, and take everything that you got. So you have to spread your eggs around. And just like on Easter, they have to hunt if they want to find them. So don't just blow this video off and say, oh, I know it's going to happen someday. Yes, it is going to happen someday, but someday is now. Maybe not right now, but in the present now. Something is getting ready to go down. Your government knows about it. They're trying to keep you in the dark. But even if nothing was to happen, what does it hurt? You eat food. You drink water. You take medicine. If you smoke cigarettes, go buy you some damn cigarettes, because I don't want to hear you bitching, can I bum a cigarette? If you don't have an extra $60 to go buy 2 cartons, take $30 and go buy 2 large containers of roll your own tobacco. And just, I know you don't smoke that shit now, but shit hit the fan, you will smoke that shit and you will like it. Just like you don't eat Vienna sausage, but shit hit the fan, you're going to love them if you have them. So let's see, a couple other recommendations I would have would be hold on to your money. Like I just went and paid some bills. I haven't been watching the news. It really wigs me out. This alternative media isn't always correct. Isn't always right. So I would say just do what you can do, and then do some more. Talk to your brothers. Talk to your sisters. See if they're on board. Maybe they don't want to say something to you because they think you're a whack job. Well, you need to do something. If you have kids, you want to see your kids go hungry? I don't, and I'm not going to. You want to see your kids lay there and suffer from a headache? I don't, and I'm not going to. So I'm just telling you, you got to get it done, and time is short. I heard something on the internet about a 7-year ruler. Talks about in the Bible. I've heard a lot of stuff. So this is Waylon saying thanks for listening to my rant. And I'm just here in the basement chilling, packing everything up in the bug out bags, and not today, tomorrow, probably Monday, all that will be distributed around to 4 or 5 counties. It's easy to find an abandoned house and just go in there and stash a bug out bag up under a floorboard of a house, maybe a house that's for sale, house that's for rent. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. I wish you the best. God bless you. God bless America. And Happy New Year.